Hey everyone, my name is Mike Jacobs, and I am the Career and Activities Coordinator here at Northwest State Community College. I've been at Northwest State for 12 years, and this is my fifth year as MC of our Scholarship Recognition Program. Now, if you've not been a part of this event in the past, I can assure you, you are in for a very rewarding experience. Now, obviously, this year's Scholarship Recognition Program is being presented in a little different format than we have in the past. But make no mistake, the next 30 minutes is going to change lives. We might be missing the excitement of getting dressed up and heading to campus. We might be missing the collective fellowship of all of your accomplishments in the same room. And I know I'm going to be missing the incredible food prepared by our dedicated food service staff. But you've all worked hard, and through sweat and tears, and maybe the occasional raised voice, you have done some amazing things, and this is the time to be recognized. On behalf of the Northwest State Foundation, let me offer congratulations to all of our scholarship recipients and to the family and friends for your continued support of your student scholar. Now, before we get started with the awards, I'd like to introduce Dr. Michael Thompson, 7th President of Northwest State, to share some thoughts. Take it away, Dr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate that. Welcome. I'm Michael Thompson, and I have the honor of serving as the 7th President of Northwest State Community College. Our scholarship event is a celebration of your academic achievement. And I want to say thanks to the Foundation Board, Robin Wilcox, and the many people who helped gather over $650,000 that we're giving away to over 300 scholarship recipients. We're doing that because it is our commitment to keep the cost of your education as low as possible. So for our recipients tonight, so proud. You have done marvelous things, and this scholarship money will help you do even greater things. You know, your credential degree at Northwest State opens up a wealth of opportunities, not just in a career, but also in life. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen us to journey with on your educational path to a better life. And I would ask that as you receive this scholarship, turn around and say thanks to that family, community member, mentor who helped make your education possible. It's a team effort at NSCC, faculty and staff working together, and it's a team effort at your end as well. You know, our theme is about students as champions. I would have to say in these times, I'm learning a whole new definition of the word champion. You are our champions. Your hopes, your dreams that will come to be using the NSCC education are what we get up every day and work towards. And so with that, I say, congratulations, scholarship recipients. And I would now turn over the podium to my friend and great servant of NSCC, Peter Beck. He is chair of the NSCC Foundation, also CEO of an incredible company, Automatic Feed in Napoleon. And with that, I turn the N over to Peter. Take it away.
Thank you, Dr. Thompson. On behalf of Northwest State Community College and its foundation, we welcome students and your families to this scholarship event. Each year, this scholarship reception is a highlight for Northwest State Community College and its foundation as we are awarding scholarships in recognition of academic excellence through financial support. It is important to understand that this foundation would not be successful without the generosity of many individuals, organizations, and companies who are making a commitment to support your education. Our donors truly believe continued education can make a positive impact in the lives of people who live and work in our communities. The Northwest State Community College Foundation has over 30 champions from your communities that understand that it is our mission to enhance, expand, and sustain Northwest State so it can continue to fulfill its mission of creating opportunities for transformational learning. These leaders volunteer their time to the foundation because they are passionate about helping provide an education for individuals like yourselves. Over the past 15 years, our foundation has experienced phenomenal growth, enabling us to increase the number of scholarships along with the value. Last year, we were able to award a record $600,000 in scholarship, and this year we are happy to announce that we are able to surpass last year's record by awarding $661,000 to 282 students. This amount continues to put Northwest State and its foundation in an elite group of community colleges. At this time, I would like to thank the Director of Financial Aid, Amber Yoakum, along with her team, and this year's Scholarship Awards Committee. This group, as always, works hard behind the scenes, helping coordinate the scholarships being awarded. Also, a big thank you to Northwest State's faculty and staff for holding campaign efforts supporting scholarships. These people every year continue to demonstrate a true commitment to you, the students, and we thank them for their generosity. I cannot forget our foundation director, Robin Wilcox, her selfless focus on our foundation requiring endless hours of fundraising, making it possible for our foundation to provide these financial opportunities. Northwest Ohio is truly blessed to have Northwest State Community College. If it were not for Northwest State being part of our region, what would our communities look like today? How could this area possibly support the needs of the many employers with an educated workforce? This is why it is so important we continue to remember what Northwest State has done for us as a community, an employer, and educator. As you receive your scholarships, please remember that this support comes from the heart of caring people who are passionate about making a positive impact in your lives. Once again, a big thank you to the donors for your support, and also thank you, students, for choosing Northwest State Community College to continue your education for advancing your career. At this time, I would like to introduce Adam Friels, who serves on our foundation board and is Senior Vice President for Huntington Bank. Adam will provide us with a perspective of what it means to be a scholarship donor. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter, and thank you to all the students, family members, friends, faculty and staff, donors, and members of the community for joining us for the best event of the year. On behalf of our donors, college and foundation staff, and board members, congratulations to all the scholarship recipients. This event highlights the tremendous passion and efforts of so many individuals that live and work in our community. It is truly inspiring to witness the great work of our community to make a difference in the lives of our students, who will then go on to make positive impacts with our local businesses and organizations. Students, as a foundation board member since 2013, we all want you to know that we care about you and your future, and that is what motivates us every day to fundraise in support of current and future students. The contributions you'll make in our communities in the years to come is the main reason we give personally and work with individuals and businesses to donate. Education has made a big difference in my life, as well as the lives of family members, friends, colleagues, and many others. Stay focused and positive. There will be challenges you encounter personally and professionally. Change is constant in all of our lives. Your commitment to education will develop your skills and your networks, which will serve you well in your future endeavors. Best wishes, and thank you for choosing Northwest State. I'll send it over to Mike Jacobs, our Career and Activities Coordinator, who will conduct the award presentation. Mike?
All right. Thanks, Adam. So before we begin, I have a favor to ask all of you. Please like and share this video on your own social media with family and friends, and make sure to use the hashtag NSCCProud. Feel free to comment and congratulate your fellow students as well. Also, stay tuned for some great bonus features at the end of this recording. You're not going to want to miss this really entertaining content. All right, so I hope you're gathering around with your family and friends. Let's get this thing started. Our first scholarship award tonight is the Alex Product Scholarship. The recipient should be an Alex Product employee pursuing a degree in math, science, business, or engineering with at least a 2.5 GPA. And tonight's recipient is Angela Seiler. The next scholarship is our Alan Ulrich Scholarship. This is awarded to a student pursuing an associate degree in applied science and criminal justice with a law enforcement academy option. This year's recipient is Andrew Fitch, and the representative for the scholarship is Bonnie Ulrich and Emily Gherkin. The Archibald Rotary Club Scholarship is given to a non-traditional student who's a graduate of Archibald High School and a current resident of Archibald, and the recipient should have at least a 2.5 GPA. The Archibald Rotary Club is happy to announce that this year's recipients are Elizabeth Flores and Tina Skyver. The Arrow Trueline Presidential Scholarship is awarded to a student who's pursuing an associate's degree in either business or engineering and has earned at least a 2.5 GPA. Representing this year's scholarship is Thomas Broccoli, and the recipients of this year's award are Sandra Hernandez and Paige Lands. The AT&T Aspire Scholarship is awarded to a non-traditional student who has completed at least 12 credit hours. And this year's recipients are Jennifer Barnhart, Catherine Miller, and Tanika Roars. The Francis O. Fackler Scholarship is awarded to Henry County residents who have earned at least a 2.5 GPA. And we'll be breaking this scholarship down into several sections because we have so many recipients tonight. So listen close for your name. Representing the Francis O. Fackler Scholarship this year is Shirley Distel. And tonight's first group of recipients are Ethan Altman, Alfredo Alvarez Jr., Justin Anderson, Chris Armstrong, Tyler Badenhop, Brooke Baldwin, Sarah Baldwin, Baron Beard, Brooks Bainfelt, Stephanie Berman, Edward Balorski, Erica Bible, Amanda Bitzinger, Jordan Bach, Madison Bonner, Ethan Borselman, Angela Boundy, Valerie Bowser, Kirsten Brinkman, Kylie Brinkman, Ed Bump, Jillian Clapp, Donald Clark, Zachary Clemens, Rachel Culler, Bailey Curtis, Dawn Dickman, Lance Dravis, Trevor Drewholt, Malachi Fife, Isaac Franz, and Anastasia Fulton. More on Francis Fackler in just a few minutes. The Carol L. Engel Scholarship is awarded to a student who's actively pursuing a business technologies degree or certificate. First preference is given to students majoring in office administrative services. The donor representative is Carol Engel, Betty Kidd, and Maureen Venus. And the recipients of this year's award are Amber Bachelder, Loretta Baltrip, and Ariel Snyder. The CK Technology Scholarship is awarded to a student who's pursuing an Associate of Applied Science in Engineering Technologies or an Associate in Business. First preference is given to a CK Technologies employee or family member. Representing the scholarship tonight are the CK Technologies employees, and tonight's recipient is Braden Miller. The Clapp Family Scholarship is awarded to a Henry County resident who's earned at least a 3.0 GPA, and representing that scholarship are Denny and Mary Clapp, and this year's recipient is Jillian Clapp. The County North Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a resident of Williams County, with first preference going to students from West Unity, Pioneer, Eden, and Montpelier, and have earned at least a 2.8 GPA. The donor representative this year is Lewis Hilkert and Sarah Carruthers. This year's recipients are Evelyn Brock, Jenna Kiesecker, Miranda Marilette, and Alexandra Warren. The David R. Rand Memorial Scholarship, represented by Judy Rand and Marlene Caressel, is awarded to a second-year student who's pursuing an associate's degree in business and has earned at least a 3.5 GPA. This year's recipient is Kimberly Brotag. The Defiance Rotary Club Foundation Scholarship is represented by the Defiance Rotary Club, and that's awarded to a full-time first-year student who's a resident of Defiance County and has graduated from a Defiance County high school and has earned at least a 2.0 GPA. This year's recipients are Jenna Baldwin and Ariel Brown. The Affinity B&B Scholarship is awarded to a full or part-time student majoring in alternative energy. This year's recipient is Britton Pointer. Continuing with our Francis O. Fackler Scholarship recipients are Leland Garrettson, Weston Garrettson, Noah Gosen, Sarah Galen, Adelena Gonzalez, Rose Greenlaw, Tony Grime, Jacob Harold, Amanda Hirschberger, Preston Hinosa, Zachariah Hauk, Zane Hall, Andrea Irving, Caleb Kale, Star Kessinger, Sasha Kissner, Sarah Kurtz, Madison Kuzmirez, Brandy Littleton Miller, Armando Macias, Stephanie McBride, Blake McGilvery, Chandler McMurdy, Natalie Meyer, Marcus Miller, Drake Mooring, Michael Montgomery, Martin Marengo Rangel, Jessica Musto, and Kylie Myers. The F&M Entrepreneur Scholarship, represented by the Farmers and Merchants State Bank, is awarded to a student registered in any entrepreneurial course, and this year's recipient is Sean Shingledecker. The F&M Scholarship, also awarded to a full-time student majoring in agriculture or business with at least a 2.5 GPA and consideration given to a family member of Farmers and Merchants, is awarded to Carolyn Kinsman. The Frederick and Eileen Strobel Scholarship, represented by family of Fred Strobel, is awarded to a student who's pursuing a degree or certificate in engineering, technologies, or nursing, and the recipient should also be a graduate of Montpelier High School or a resident of Williams County. This year's recipients are Paige Dietz and Braden Meyer. The Fulton County Processing Scholarship, represented by Michelle Nelson, is awarded to a high school graduate with preference given to one from each of the following counties: Fulton, Lucas, and Henry. This year's recipients are Lonnie Bowers, Caitlin Kiefer, and Colin Miller. The Future Scholarship, represented by John and Diane Gustweiler, is awarded to a student who's earned at least a 3.0 GPA, and this year's recipients are Sandra Mummert and Abby Schmucker. Continuing with the Francis O. Fackler Scholarship recipients, we have Autumn Nagel, Carter Niekamp, Joshua Neese, Lauren Oakley, Caden Pepper, Braden Peterson, Sam Raby, Christopher Rentschler, Alex Reyes, Juan Reyes, Victoria Reyes, Alex Rigi, Dylan Rittenhouse, Bailey Roars, Jacob Romine, and Alexandra Roth. The George Isaac Business Scholarship, represented by Zach Isaac, is awarded to a student who's pursuing an associate's degree in business and has earned at least a 3.0 GPA and a graduate from a high school in our 5-county area. This year's recipient is Brenda Harrington. The Ida Mae Geiger Scholarship, represented by Michael Geiger, is awarded to a nursing student from Fulton County, with first preference going to a practical nursing student with at least a 3.0 GPA. This year's recipient is Lorelei Shankster. The Jack and Vivian Taylor Scholarship, represented by Vivian Taylor and Kathy Rigner, is awarded to a student who is a second-year nursing student with at least 3 credit hours and at least a 3.0 GPA, with preference given to students from Williams County. This year's recipients are Jessica Halteweg and Rebecca Wilhelm. The Jean Cox Nursing Scholarship, represented by the estate of Jean Cox, is awarded to a student who's actively pursuing an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing or a Practical Nursing Scholarship and has earned at least a 2.8 GPA through their first semester. This year's recipients are Jennifer Nijakowski and Lindsay Short. The Lois E. Cook Nursing Scholarship is awarded to a student pursuing a practical nursing certificate or an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing with at least a 3.0 GPA. First preference is given to students who are attending the Northwest State Van Wert Extension site and a resident of Van Wert or a surrounding county. This year's recipient is Madison Chastain. The Lynn and Nancy Elston Annual Scholarship, represented by Lynn and Nancy Elston, is awarded to a high school senior who has earned at least a 2.0 GPA, with first preference going to a student who graduated from North Central High School. This year's recipients are Manuel Cruz and Caitlin Romero. The Marie Ritchie CPS Memorial Scholarship, represented by Ken and Claudia Schneider, is awarded to a student who's pursuing an associate degree in business from the 5-county Northwest Ohio School District and has earned at least a 3.0 GPA. And this year's recipients are David Highwarden, Travis Jaramino, Michael Perez, Adrian Salazar, and Jolynn Weinbrenner. Continuing with our Francis O. Fackler Scholarship recipients, we have Anna Schrag, Caitlin Schrader, Logan Schwiebert, Travis Seedorf, Tyler Seedorf, Garrett Seiler, Azul Sepulveda, Veronica Sepulveda, Aaron Schaefer, Nathan Schaefer, Riley Shockey, Bailey Schreider, Jose Cifuentes, Samuel Smith, John Smith Jr., Madison Sonnenberg, Levi Spring, J.C. Stannard, Pamela Steffi, Tyler Stover, Madison Swanson, and Bradley Zermida. The Marion Isaac Scholarship, represented by Zach Isaac, is awarded to a student who is a resident of Defiance, Fulton, or Williams County. This year's recipient is Zachary Horton. The Marilyn Jones Scholarship is awarded to a second-year student pursuing an associate's degree in business who's earned at least a 3.0 GPA. This year's recipient is Patrick Weber. The Max F. Covert Scholarship, represented by Joyce Covert, is awarded to a student from Williams County who's earned at least a 2.5 GPA. This year's recipient is Corbin Bacon. The Maumee Valley Vending Company Scholarship, represented by Jacob and Todd Plassman and Brian Baumgart, is awarded to an incoming student from the 5-county Northwest Ohio area who have earned at least a 2.0 GPA. This year's recipients are Jose Aguilar, Erica Dietz, Gavin Fian, Riley Glock, and Elizabeth Wolf. The McDougall ADN Scholarship, represented by Larry and Ruth McDougall, is awarded to a student pursuing an Associate of Applied Science degree in nursing and has earned at least a 3.0 GPA. This year's recipient is Maria Brown. The Metamora Scholarship is awarded to a graduate of Evergreen High School who's earned at least a 3.0 GPA. This year's recipients are Anna Height, Jack Schwab, and Emily Smithmeyer. The Mike Faber Family Scholarship, represented by the Faber family, is awarded to a student who is a resident of Defiance or Defiance County, majoring in a STEM or industrial technologies area with at least a 3.0 GPA. And this year's recipient is Joseph Flores. And wrapping up our Francis O. Fackler Scholarship recipients, we have Braxton Teckle, Faith Vance, McGuire Vollmer, Mallory Vollmer, Cole Ward, Mara Watson, Carly Weber, Lauren Whitman, Jonathan Wimpkin, Bailey Wilford, Kyle Williams, Rochelle Wise, Chase Yoder, and Alexis Zachrich. The Mo and Judy Brubaker Scholarship, represented by the family of Mo and Judy Brubaker, is awarded to a non-traditional student pursuing an applied science degree in early childhood education or business. This year's recipients are Chelsea Spikowski and Rose Witt. The Northwest Ohio MEDA Entrepreneur Scholarship is awarded to a student who is enrolled in an entrepreneurship course of study, and this year's recipient is Sean Schindeldecker. The Northwest Territory Chapter Sons of the American Revolution Book Scholarship, represented by Rodney France and Todd Heller, is awarded to a student from Williams County who is a veteran or a child of a veteran and is a second-year student. And this year's recipient is Patrick Weber. The Northwest State Alumni Legacy Scholarship, represented by Northwest State alumni, is awarded to a full or part-time student maintaining at least a 2.0 GPA, and the first preference is given to a family member of a Northwest State graduate. This year's recipients are Alyssa Gelford, Dominic Mansell Pladell, and Gage Vermillion. The NSCC STEM Scholarship, represented by Colin Doolittle, is awarded to a student majoring a degree that is focused in STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, or math, and has at least a 3.0 cumulative GPA. This year's recipients are Jackson Kelly and Autumn Schur. The Ohio Gas Scholarship, represented by Cindy Reed, Lori Johnson, and Doug Westhoven, is awarded to a student who's actively pursuing a degree or certificate that is STEM-related. First preference is given to students who are residing in the Ohio Gas service area. This year's recipient is Courtney Dietz. The Parkview Physicians Group Scholarship, represented by Dr. Carolyn Sherrock Dorston and Sally Taylor, is awarded to a student pursuing a degree in nursing or medical assisting and have earned at least a 3.0 GPA. First preference is given to students living in the Parkview service area. This year's recipients are Kelly Anderson, Kimberly Bowers, and Anne Marie Willingham. Now we're up for another large group of Northwest State Scholarship recipients, our NSCC Changing Lives Scholarship, which is represented by our NSCC Foundation. These students can be full or part-time and working toward their first degree and have earned at least a 2.5 GPA. This year's recipients are Jose Aguilar, Ariana Barnhart, Jason Bond, Ruth Beltran, Kelsey Barris, Kelsey Bowman Schwartz, Kimberly Brotag, Madison Brown, Holly Buxo, Rachel Buell, Sydney Birch, Michaela Kane, Wendy Camp, Brianna Castile, Madison Chastain, Andrea Clay, Heather Clementson, Ryan Cross, Manuel Cruz, Emily Dietrich, Erica Dietz, Paige Dietz, Tanisha DeWitt, Jessica Egler, Gavlin Feehan, Brooke Felt, Kaylee Flegel, Elizabeth Flores, Elizabeth Foltz, Regan Galhu, Zoe Gebhardt, Riley Glock, Tawny Hohenberger, Brittany Hunt, Jasmine Justice, Levi Krasula, Audrey Lane, Ashley Laney, Chloe Mag, Marissa Martinez, Matthew Mason, Matthew McNown, Michelle Miller, Maria Moreria, Lucia Myers, Damara Nectar, Monica Nofziger, Isaac Noor, Clayton Fields, Britton Pointer, Kenzie Perk, Andre Ramirez, Ashlyn Reynolds, Aliessa Robinson, Brittany Rhoda, Chelsea Rowland, Caitlin Romero, Eric Sanders, Carly Scher, Stacy Sentinel, Heather Shadbolt, Peyton Shadbolt, Aaron Schaefer, April Short, Zachary Sin, Tina Skeever, Angela Sorge, Jacob Starr, Summer Stoller, Haley Strasser, Jenna Von Dalen, Michael Waite, Evan Warner, Natasha Warner, Val Weed, Sierra Whitman, Elma Wilburn, Elizabeth Wolf, Taylor Yantis, and Kanina Young. Congratulations. The Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society Endowed Scholarship is awarded to a second-year student who is a member of PTK and maintains at least a 3.5 GPA. This year's recipient is Christopher Schaub. The Philip R. McCartney Memorial Scholarship, represented by Suzanne and Michael Beaver, is awarded to a Williams County resident, and this year's recipient is Michelle Miller. The Ricky Roel Nursing Scholarship, represented by the Roel and Zeider family, is awarded to a student who's pursuing a practical nursing certificate or an Associate of a Science degree in nursing and exemplifies compassion and a desire to help others. This year's recipients are Aaron Douglas and Olivia Thiel. The Ruth Camp and Joanne Oman LPN Nursing Scholarship, represented by Lachlan Oman, is awarded to a student who's actively pursuing a nursing certificate and has earned at least a 2.5 GPA, first preference given to a student from Bryan High School. This year's recipient is Rachel Francis. The Santiago Family Scholarship, represented by Sheila Santiago and family, is awarded to a non-traditional age student pursuing an associate's degree of business technology. This year's recipient is Ariana Barnhart. The Stephen Walker Family Scholarship, represented by Stephen Walker, is awarded to a student who's pursuing a degree in business technology with a focus in accounting, first preference given to students from Defiance County. This year's recipient is Andrew Grant Grubbins. The Toledo Edison Company Academic Scholarship, represented by Tim Suter, is awarded to a second-year student who's earned at least a 3.5 GPA. This year's recipients are Kevin Douglas, Madison Nadolny, and Jared White. The Troy Ritchie Scholarship, represented by Ken and Claudia Schneider, is awarded to a student with at least a 3.0 GPA and who's active and volunteers in their community. This year's recipients are Reagan Jessing and Sydney King. The Weeks Family Pilgrim Scholarship, represented by Nathan Weeks and family, is awarded to a student who's pursuing a 4-year degree or an advanced degree in nursing, medical, accounting, or law. The candidate should be from Swan Creek Township of Fulton County or may be a descendant from the original Plymouth Pilgrims. This year's recipient is Morgan Helminiak. The William Beck Scholarship, represented by Peter Beck, is awarded to a student pursuing an Associate of Applied Science and Engineering Technologies, or a student who's pursuing an Applied Associate of Science in Nursing with at least a 3.0 GPA. Preference should be given to any member of an automatic feed employee. And this year's recipients are Zachary Clemens and Madison Sonnenberg. And our final scholarship for the program that we have this year is the Williams County 40 and 8 Nursing Scholarship, represented by Marvin Gearhart and Frank Walboat. This scholarship is awarded to a full-time LPN student who's completed at least one semester of clinical coursework. First preference given to students from Williams County with consideration to students from Henry or Defiance. And this year's recipient is Lindsay Short. Congratulations. And that is how you spend $650,000. Let's give a big round of applause to all of our scholarship recipients and donors. All right, thanks for hanging in there with us. So I'd now like to introduce, with a past student perspective, Ariel Weeks, who is a 2013 Northwest State Nursing graduate, and she currently works at Brightview Toledo Addiction Treatment Center in Maumee, Ohio. Take it away, Ariel.
Hello, my name is Ariel. I'm a Northwest State nursing graduate. I've been working as a nurse for, I believe, going on 5 years now, and I wanted to give a little bit of a story about how Northwest State has helped me. So I started going to Northwest as a high school student, my senior year of high school, by taking post-secondary classes. And after I graduated high school, I actually was one of 5 newly graduated high school students to be accepted into the nursing program. I was lucky and blessed to be awarded their presidential scholarship, which dramatically helped shape my future. At the time, both my older sister and older brother were in college as well, so the presidential scholarship really helped my family be able to get me through college and onto my career as a nurse. So Northwest State's nursing program, I'm not gonna lie, is not the easiest thing in the world. It definitely makes you question, why you made the decision to be a nurse. But the reason that it's, difficult is because they want to make sure you're prepared. I remember in nursing clinicals, the hospitals and nursing staff always mentioned that they preferred Northwest State students over other clinical students because we were better prepared and more knowledgeable. So there's definitely something to be said about being a Northwest State nursing graduate. About the presidential scholarship, because of that and my gratitude for it and the donors who helped me, my family actually would like to pay it forward and help other Northwest State students. We have started a Weeks Family Pilgrim Scholarship. This is available for Swan Creek Township residents and for direct descendants of the Plymouth Pilgrims. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am very thankful and grateful for what Northwest State did for me. I am proud to be a Northwest State graduate. Anytime anybody asks me, for an opinion about where to go for nursing school, I'm always eager to tell them, Northwest State is wonderful. They have a great nursing program. You're gonna come out of there knowing your stuff. It's not gonna be easy, but you're gonna know it. And I believe that all of the Northwest State programs are that way. They make sure you know your stuff, they teach you well, and you're good to go once you get out of there. So I want to wish all the scholarship recipients congratulations and a good luck, and thank the donors for not only helping me, but for continuing to help other Northwest State students.
All right, thanks for those inspiring words, Ariel. We appreciate that very much. I just want to take one more moment to express my thanks and another big round of applause to the foundation, the donors, and the organizers of this year's scholarship program, including Robin Wilcox, the executive director of the foundation, and Amber Yoakum, our financial aid director. And again, congratulations to all of our scholarship award recipients. We're extremely proud of you. Thanks very much.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. If you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. Find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. Oh, find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. I'll never let go, never say goodbye. You know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, you can count on me 'cause I can count on you.